Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and on a Tuesday, we do delve into all things to do with health, and today we're talking about mental health in particular as we uncover a conversation to do with mental health for men. It's a conversation that's long overdue. I'm sure that you can also agree with that, and we're so thrilled to welcome back to your Feel Good Show the very talented Alistair Izobell. Known for his vibrant performances, Alistair is here to talk about something incredibly personal, and that is his new book. It's called Broken to Heal. It is raw, it is real, and it is a look at his journey through depression and the struggles that led to him to actually put pen to paper and write this book. Alistair, thank you for being here again.
It's lovely being here, and I love the new look of the studio.
We did this for you, as long as you know that. We're like, Alistair's coming, everybody, get the paintbrushes. Thank you for acknowledging that. Let's get into this conversation. Yes. It is so vital. I know last year you were also here talking about mental health. It's something that you're very passionate about, and rightly so. Being a man of color, being a South African man, there's so many different spheres that we can tick off here. But let's talk about your experience and Broken to Heal in particular, this book. How did it feel putting pen to paper and then releasing your very vulnerable story into the world in this way?
Well, the book was born out of my therapy after I tried to commit suicide on the 13th of September 2023. And part of your therapy is to write yourself, but I had also had an investigative experience with a producer and director a couple of months before, where we were going back into my childhood and writing a one-man piece for me. And we started discovering that there was a lot more trauma bondage that I had to deal with. And we started writing, or I started writing letters, etc. But once I got through to the clinic and started to write letters to myself, reams of paper started to just unfold. And then when I had to go back home outside of the clinic, it was therapeutic and cathartic for me to sit and write. And I started leaving my home because I couldn't sit there in the place where I tried to take my life. And I went every night for 4 months, 5 months, and I wrote a stanza, a page every single day until I realized, here's a book. It was healing for me, but I didn't realize that it was morphing into a book. And when I discovered that, I thought how important this piece of literature is going to be for people who are going through the same dark night of the soul and finding themselves in spaces that they cannot deal with emotionally.
Wow, that is so beautiful that you've really, like Il was also saying, taken your pain and turned it into power. Because that is exactly you sitting in that cafe, in that restaurant, writing that. Journaling is also really powerful, though,
Very
because
much so.
it puts so much into perspective as you're there. But this is not just a book, it's a message to many people.
For me, it's a letter to myself, first of all.
Wow.
That is what it is. It's not a novel, it's not an expose, it's not anything, it's a letter to myself. Reminding others also that you are not alone. And I know it sounds very cliched sometimes, but you are not alone. There are clinicians, there are people like me who are survivors, there's family members who understand. It's a matter of speaking out. And I loved what Earl said earlier. It's speak until someone listens, or until someone hears you. And so this book is also, I am a lesson. I'm an absolute lesson to those who are finding themselves in the dark night of their souls. And I'm also a lesson to those who are having affairs. It's as simple as that. I had a 7-year affair. I had the greatest betrayal by the person who I had the affair with. And so hence the reason I say it's not an expose, but it is a lesson to others to go, that's never going to work out. Because eventually you're going to have to confront all your own demons and lies. And so here I am. It's a book, and I had to be broken by that person in order to heal. And so I'm open. Ek is blootgestel met alles wat ek sê. En dis daar nie openbaar om te sê, kyk jy man, staan net regop en praat. Because you can't do this on your own. You shouldn't be doing it on your own. And you don't have to do it on your own.
Wow. I do want to talk about confronting demons, because you mentioned that so beautifully as well. And, you know, I don't know if you know this, but you are the Alistair Izobell, right? The whole of South Africa knows who you are. I mean, you've traveled the world over. People pay so much money to come and see you perform. I mean, I grew up watching Cats and the Kings. It is a cult classic in South Africa too. And you have chosen to be vulnerable. So was that a very intentional decision, or was it almost like life forced you into that direction?
Both. Life did force me into that space. But I'm also now in a space where I've unshackled myself from all the smoke and mirrors cameras, all the masks, all the nonsense that comes with this industry, as you know, that it's a pretense. That's all it is. And I'm done serving. Now I want to serve myself and those who are vulnerable. And I understand now how important it is to unshackle yourself so that you can find that heartbeat of the oorspronklike mens wie jy moet wees. I don't want to be that person who has to exceed the expectations of others all the time. I live by a very simple thing now, that I expect nothing from anyone as I demand no expectations from me. I want to be a human being that experiences life van die grond af tot binne in my siel. I don't long for the applause anymore. I'm grateful that I was blessed with that, and that I could serve people in a very different way. But the responsibility of that is now very different in my world, where my experience, my life experience, my world revolves around honesty and around the space that I want to heal those who have broken lives.
Sure. The words that you are saying right now, they're hitting so deep. Honesty is really all we could ask from you. And thank you for really saying, yes, okay, I'll do it. And I'll really step up to it. There are many other men out there that are looking at you right now going, all right, if Alistair can do it, let me also just step into the space and do it as well. And I think that's the point at the end of the day.
And I come from a world where you are incessantly judged. I'm judged with everything that I do. No, I don't care. I don't care what your opinion is, what you think, what you want to say, what you did say, where you're going to say things.
That's freedom.
And it's the emancipation of that is wonderful for me.
Sure.
So for me, it's about living every present moment in an honest and real fashion. That's what it is for me. And it's been wonderful, the cathartic way that this has unfolded in the message that people are now receiving it as, where men are now phoning, men are reaching out and saying, you know what, I am suicidal. I don't know what to do, but if you can speak about it, then I'm here to put my hands in your open hands. And that's all that I can ask for. Otherwise, I would be failing as a human being.
Oh, my goodness. Well, let me tell you, too, Mzansi, that we do have SADC's helpline on our screen. If you are struggling for anything, suicide crisis is also just there for you to call in and just, like Alistair, be vulnerable. It's okay to do that. Please, Alistair, tell us where we can get this wonderful book and work that you've put together.
So Broken to Heal, Deceit, Destruction, Divorce and Depression is available only at Loot. That's LOOT.co.za. So www.loot.co.za. They're down the drag here from you guys. They deliver anywhere in South Africa, right to your doorstep. Once you have put your order in, within 3 to 5 days, you get your book. And it is just a safe way to buy something online, loot.co.za. It's a self-published book, and that's where it is for now, and then Amazon very soon. And we're working on it. It's also new for me as an author, so it's very new, but Loot is your space to go and get it, loot.co.za.
And I love how we're learning and figuring it out together, and I can't wait for you to get your hands on this. Broken to Heal is the name of it. Alistair, thank you. Oh, my gosh.
Thank you, guys.
That's all I can say right now, and I can't wait to have you back to really hear about how the reception of this book did. Broken to Heal, like I said, is the name of it. It is an inspiring reminder that mental health should be a priority, not only for women, but definitely for men too. And like you said, the book is available and it's out now, loot.co.za. And we're doing a book giveaway. Yes, we are, to one lucky viewer. All you have to do to get your hands on this beautiful piece of work is answer a simple question. What gets you through your tough times? Let us know on Expresso social media pages, because that competition does close at 1 p.m. today. And terms and conditions, of course, are on expressoshow.com. Can I just say thank you once more?
Thank you,
Alistair,
my sister.
This has been beautiful, and thank you for your vulnerability.
Thank you.